So what we should do, we should cook.
Yeah, thing rehearsed, was it?
So the best thing, as I was saying,
Yeah.
the best thing for this tree is to probably cut it here.
You've done that last time, pay him.
I'm on nose.
Wait for a new sheet to come off and then let's see what we're doing.
Seat up here for you, Stephen. Come on. Pass the camera. Duck. We don't need to. Okay, Stephen.
Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing? Okay, right, so came just at the right time. So we're just getting onto this tree, into plans in general. Okay, so this time of year, as I was sort of saying last night, what we should be looking at doing is just making sure that the stronger areas are kind of pruned back a little bit, and we're looking at kind of creating some adventitious buds, and also where we have the buds further back up the tree, they are assisted. Right, so basically we hold back the sort of strong areas at the tips. Those buds on the inside are going to get stronger, and next year they're going to have a much better season of growth. We can just continue to. In this case, we don't have to chase the tree back too much. We've already done that. You did that last year, right? So now it's just a continuation of that. Okay, so it's just assisting those buds on the inside. So the majority of the work that we're going to need to do really is going to be just selecting out, sort of just have two buds coming from one point at the tip, so where we've got 2, 3, all very close to, sort of three or four very close to each other, just sort of going in and selecting out just sort of the two best that are going off in the best direction, and are of kind of equal strength. And then looking to really kind of assist those weaker branches on the inside. We are going to want to wire this tree. That's kind of the main job. We're not going to be doing heavy wiring. We're not going to be restyling every single branch and things. So it's mainly just going to be kind of wiring the secondary branches out. Right? And this is actually quite a difficult and delicate job at this stage, right? Because what we did through pruning it back last year. And through this year's growth, we've actually developed a lot of adventitious buds in here. Okay, so if you look at that one there, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiny little adventitious buds, all kind of growing on there. Right, that's what we want. Right, if you're hand-fisted, if you're cat-handed with your wiring, your fine wiring, you knock all of those off. You've just wasted a year's worth of cultivation. It's just setting yourself back, so you have to be very, very delicate with that wiring. Okay. That doesn't mean using thin wire. Right? It doesn't mean using like super thin wire, so you're not knocking it. It just means being very delicate. Okay. So use the correct gauge of wire so that there is a point to you putting the wire on the branch. But make sure you're not knocking those buds off. So just careful. You know, when you're wiring your branch, make sure you're coming in from underneath. You're not going in at it like this, knocking it around. Take care of where your hands are, where the wire is. Okay, so just be delicate. Okay. And don't overwire. Okay, so not absolutely every single thing has to be wired. What I would do over the next sort of couple of years, really, is try to not prune anything off of these branches here, these two. Okay. Everything else on the tree on that side is very, very strong. That's it. you notice that this branch here is very healthy and very, very strong. This branch here is very, very healthy and very, very strong. The apex is everything's kind of going that way. And so we'd like to just achieve a little bit more balance on this side, right, in terms of the thickness of those branches. So I'd let those kind of go a little bit. And not necessarily like make them extend and make the the whole tree come across here. We need to try and achieve a little bit more balance. Because there's like a whole kind of order of magnitude, a whole step between the thinness of that and those two. So we just need to kind of allow that to kind of catch up a little bit. So I'd be looking at thinning this one, trying to keep this one quite fairly thin and bulking that one up a little bit over the next couple of years. And then once this one's caught up with that one, then we can kind of balance them off. I mean, this side of the tree is clearly the strongest. Like the live vein sort of coming up that's feeding those two. It's clearly kind of where all the action is. And so we can hold those back and get it to strengthen up very, very quickly, whereas these two are always kind of, this is the slow lane. So let's try and get those a bit stronger. Okay. But really what we should do is just make sure we are building up that internal ramification by holding back the strong areas of the tips and assisting those weaker branches on the inside. Okay. Any questions about this tree? No? Okay, good. Can you give me a hand? Could I break my finger again?
Sorry, Steve, you said first, right?
Give yourself a make a work.
In the striped dots.
He is wearing his autumn colours, green and
blending in with the native
yes,
backdrop.
yes. doing a good job of ignoring us. Oh yes, the unimpressed look. And there we see the Philip two-finger salute.
As well I can take the audio off these.
I think you should leave it on. Have an outtakes section on the website.